Okay, so we cannot do 7 without me doing 6. So you want to hear it? Here it goes. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? I am your girl, Talisa Ray, wife coach. We are reviewing Ready to Love Miami again. This is episode number 6. Do you like me or nah? I'm looking around because I'm all like, my house is in shambles. If you can't hear it in my voice, I'm a little under the weather. So I really just caught up on everything, okay? I mean, y'all know what it is. We're not even finna pretend like y'all don't know what it is. So I feel like Tommy is here. Ready to Love is here to be messy on this episode number 6. We start off right off the top. Hey, you're going to focus on your connections. Okay, that's cool. But then he hits him with, because later on this week, we're going to have a group date and everybody is going to be outed. That's pretty much what he said. Everybody's going to be outed. Everybody going to know who you like, who you don't like. We're going to all do it together in a circle. Kumbaya, messy time. Like, good and bad is what he said. But you know how that always ends. It always ends poorly for someone. If you see a lot of cutouts, it's because I'm coughing. Okay, I'm coughing. Sounds like in my chest, like it's some kind of bronchial thing, bronchitis, some kind of, if I had asthma, it would be considered like a wheezing. It's very much so not COVID because I checked, but it makes me feel like that whole respiratory thing. Nevertheless, I'm going to keep it going. First date we see on this episode is Sue-Ann, Blake, Cynthia, Anthony, Mercedes, and I'm missing somebody, Lyndon. And here's where you see that Blake is controlling because they got a little obstacle course going. They all having a good time and they veer to the left with a little water gun play, little water play, little fun. And he's all like, this was meant to be a bonding exercise and now we playing like kids. Hello, that is bonding. You are definitely showing your true colors because this tells me that you have to be in control of every scenario. So if you've planned something and it derails or it goes off course, you get upset about it. I mean, am I wrong or am I reading that wrong? Y'all let me know down below in the comments because I totally feel like I'm not reading that wrong at all. So the first one-on-one conversation is with Anthony and Mercedes, and she just pretty much says like, I'm a little intimidated. I'm a bit intimidated because I don't feel like I'm going to meet your standards or up to your expectation because number 1, you have a kid, and number 2, you're established already. You've done so many things that I have yet to do, so I don't feel like I would be on the same level. And I mean, Anthony said the right thing. It's okay. We can do those things together. And so my question is it okay? Like, can we learn and do those things together? Or are you really going to get tired of having to show me, how to be a parent because I'm not going to know what I'm doing? Or maybe my financial stability isn't as good as yours and my savings capabilities aren't as grand as yours. Like, I don't have all of my ducks in a row because you have a different set of responsibilities than I do. And so I would be thrusted into your lifestyle and have to adjust. Is that going to be okay? Like, that was what I thought. Now, honestly, I'm going to keep it a band. If you're not equally yoked in all areas of your life, at least the majority, let's not say all is such a strong narrative, but in a high percentage of your life, then you are likely to fail if you aren't willing to communicate clearly, effectively, transparently, okay? That means honestly, like open, honest, and see where your downfalls are and truly want to make the adjustments. It's not going to work. That's just me. And I just use financial because it's one of the biggest things that be problems in relationships. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's to be true. Lyndon and Sue-Ann sit down and I'm all like, this ain't even a match. Why are you even pretending like you like her and you like him? Because y'all don't like each other. They do not fit. Like, it's not like the shoelaces that you tie together. One go in, one go out, one go in, and the next thing you know, we meet up at the same place. They don't even have that. They look awkward sitting there together. And Sue-Ann makes a comment like, it's like surface and joking because neither one of you are serious about one another, so you're wasting your time. I do want to say that Cynthia's competitive self showed up. Listen. She was like, what? Obstacle course. I'm fit. I could do this. Get it together. Lyndon, I think it was Lyndon, you can't be on my team. You ain't too fit. Then you see Lyndon and Mercedes sitting and have a conversation. And this is when, you know, your face get cracked. Dead smack, boom. Because Lyndon is, you know, liking her and trying to see what it is. And he asks her, do you like me? Check the box. Yes, no, maybe. And she's all like, I'm getting friendship vibes. He was not expecting that. He was expecting for her to be attracted to him the way he is attracted to her. You know, he's smiling and stuff. And, you know, he figured they're closer in age. And so maybe, just maybe, that this would work. And she's all like, I don't like you. You give me friends vibes. You cool and everything, but this ain't what I want. So Blake and Sue Ann are sitting and having a conversation, and this relationship is one by default, is how I'm coining it, because we know that he was feeling Jeffrey, okay, initially. And Sue Ann just happened to come up in arrears because he ain't even remember the things that she said that she liked in a man that they had a conversation about previously. Because she was like, you don't remember? I want a strong back and a strong thinker and whatever she said, okay? Then she went and carried herself over there and sat over by him. You know, oh, it looked like you trying to do something, and they had a little awkward kiss. I mean, it wasn't awkward. It wasn't a grandma peck. Who was that a couple seasons ago that kept having them you give your grandma kisses? Who was that? Y'all remember? Let me know down below in the comments. I don't even know if it was Ready to Love or if it was Married at First Sight, but whatever it was a grandma peck, and it was one that stood out because it was always so. He said that she has other connections, and I said, where? But fortunately, they showed me, okay? They showed me that it was Anthony that she had another connection with. But he ain't got no other connections. Don't nobody like him but Sue Ann, okay? Y'all don't even like him, okay? Nobody likes him but Sue Ann. It is what it is. A little later, we see Blue and Jeffrey go out on their first one-to-one date. Remember when they were in that group date, I was like, Jeffrey like everybody. And here we are. Jeffrey is liking everybody. I think Jeffrey likes the attention. I think Jeffrey wants to be catered to. I think Jeffrey needs to be desired. And I mean, I want to be desired. I actually realized I need you to desire me. I didn't realize that was a thing for me. I thought that I'm all like, oh, it's cool. Like, you know, no, I want you to want me. And I want you to want me to. Okay, listen. But I mean, like, I need to feel desired, because you can vocalize that you desire me and that you want me, but I need the actions to align. And I feel like I've been told that for me, so maybe people are just mirroring my actions. I have been told that I was cold and that they did not know that I loved them. Someone I actually dated when they broke up with me was one of the things that they said to me. And in my mind, I thought I was showing love, but evidently in theirs, I was not. And so I feel like maybe people are mirroring what I'm giving out. I mean, it's a thing. Hold on a second. Back to Jeffrey and Blue. She shares with him that she wants him to be more assertive. Of course, they use the word aggressive, and I don't really like the word aggressive. It just seems so to me. Assertive. Like, show me that you want me. Show me your intention. Like, I feel like that is something that, I mean, we need. Even men want to be wanted. They want to feel like they are wanted, just like we do. You know what I'm saying? Now, hold on, because I got something to say a step further, but hold on a second. Oh, I wrote down, I love when men sit on the same side with me on dates. I mean, not the first date, but, you know, if we out to dinner and we've been dating for a while, I love when they have me on the inside, or we just sitting side by side and they rubbing my leg and holding my hand. And, you know, some people find that weird, but I enjoy that. Dear future bays, I enjoy sitting on the same side of the table, okay? Dear future bays, if you did not know that, if you don't do that already, I like that. Now, for the rest of you fellas, maybe ask the ladies if they could see you. Could you mind if you sit on the same side? Because some women be like, I got to keep turning my head. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard, and it's just a different level of connection. What are some things that you like specifically when you're dating? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. I love to sit on the same side of the table. Okay? Morgan and Lyndon. You know what? When I say we, I'm sure you touched on it with somebody else on a different channel, but we never talked about how Morgan said she was never in love. had never been in love before. And if I'm correct, she's in the later part of her 30s. And if that was a man, we would have been all on him. Like, what you mean you ain't never been in love? We would have been all on him. I don't understand what makes it different for us, for this woman, than it does for this man. She said she had been in a long-term relationship, but she did not love him. Like, he was cool and everything. You know what I'm saying? But she did not love him. And maybe her definition of love has changed over time. And what she thought was love was infatuation, and she realized it later. But she could have said, I thought I was in love, but that wasn't it. Because now I have a definition of what love looks like for me. I don't know how y'all feel about Morgan saying that she wasn't in love, since we hadn't talked about it. And I want to say that she had never been in love. And I think that was like episode 3 that she had said that. Anyway, let's keep going. He had on his hoochie daddy shorts. And, you know, the two of them seem very comfortable together, but not romantic, right? She says that she's able to open up and talk to him, unlike when she's with Tony, which is a good sign. I mean, honestly, you do want to be able to be vulnerable and open with someone that you are romantically inclined with, or you're partnershiping with, or partnering with, or have a partnership with. You want to be able to have those vulnerable, open moments. And so I think that's a plus, but she doesn't see him the way that he sees her. And, excuse me. And on top of that, he too is not assertive. He's not pushing up on her. Like, I think that's when she says, I want someone who's assertive, or these women are saying they want someone who's assertive and showing interest. They mean, I want you to push up on me. Okay. That's what I feel like they mean. Because them asking you out on dates, them having conversations and getting to know you is me showing interest in you. I want you to be more assertive. What does that mean? How are you guys defining that? Let me know down below in the comments. Because for me, if they're making effort, they're calling you, they're setting up dates, they're interested in you. You want them to do what? Put their hand on your leg and rub on your leg for you to be mad? You want them to grab your hand and you really not interested? Y'all, what is your interpretation of they want these men to be more assertive? Let me know down below in the comments, because that's not the first time that it's been said. We then see Tony and Marcia. And Tony is definitely playing the field between Marcia and Morgan. He is definitely playing the field between the two of them. Because listen, he says he likes Morgan because Morgan is assertive, right? And he wants Marcia to be the same exact way. They two different women. And Marcia is definitely said, I need to warm up to you. I need to feel safe with you. I really need to know that you're interested in me, right? Because you got other connections, and I'm not going to be playing myself to the left, and you really ain't feeling me like that, right? He wants her to be like Morgan. When Morgan says she wants people to be assertive, and she wants to be a chase, what she said, queens don't chase, a little later on the next episode, or I think it was the next episode. But she wants people to chase after her, but she is chasing hard after Tony, if you ask me. And honestly, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't. He is definitely playing both of these ladies, and I want to tell you that every time I see Marcy in a different outfit, I think this girl dresses her ass off. Okay, one thing she does is keep herself together. Okay, maybe she bought her a whole new wardrobe for this season, but I'm gonna tell you, if you have to give thus far, if I'm giving best dressed award, I'm giving it to Marcy. Y'all can disagree with me if you want to, because baby, let me tell you, Marcy be, for me, hitting it out the park. Here's where I feel like Marcy made a mistake. She asked him, or said you had other connections or whatever. You do have connections or whatever. And he said, yes, you and Morgan. She should have left it there. But she said, I need it in order. I'm sorry, why would you do that? You want to confirm what you already know? Because if you're asking, you already know that you're not his top. You're in his top, but you're not the #1 spot. Then you feel away when he say Morgan, then you. Be careful what you ask. If you are not able to handle the answer that is going to be provided to you, sometimes we ask questions to answers that we already know. That was correct. Sometimes we already know the answer to the question that we asking, and we just playing ourselves Why do you need to get your feelings hurt twice? Do you want him to lie to you and be like, oh, you're my number one? Girl, because that would be a lie. Don't ask that question. And like I always say, I'm not concerned about who else you were seeing and who else you were dating. I'm concerned about the connection that you and I are having. Is it genuine? Is it authentic? Is it true? I mean, those are the same kind of, those words are interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I digress. So then we see a date with Jonique, Tony, Jeffrey, and Mark Anthony. And honestly, Jonique, to me, is the most genuine woman on here. I feel like she has shown up as herself in every single conversation she has had with every single person, man or woman. She has been herself. She has been urban. She has been straightforward or forthright. She has been honest about what her needs are. They have been consistent. Okay, Jonique, kudos to you, baby. I see you. I hear you. I feel you. And you do deserve the love that you want. Jeffrey begins to talk, and she opens up about she didn't want a man who had kids. She didn't want a picture of the picture. Somebody asked me just in the picture. She didn't want a man who had kids, right? She's got 3 kids. How you don't want to be with a man who got kids and you got 3? Maybe that was before. And then she talked about how her list had inhibited her or stopped her from getting or being in a relationship. It kept her alone. Ladies, let this be a lesson. It is good to set expectations. It is good to say the things that you want, the things that you are required, but that you require in a relationship. But don't be so rigid that it stops you from getting a healthy, happy, successful relationship. That's how come I enjoyed Jonique's answer when she said, I didn't come in here with expectations, right? I know what I like. I know what I want, but I didn't come in here with any huge expectations and any giant lists, because it is ever evolving. Okay, I think that was the moment. Well, I probably liked her before then. And Tony over here talking about he came to find his wife. Sir, okay, find your wife. Everybody nodding in agreement. He probably a cool dude, and we just getting the snippets, or I'm just getting the snippets that make me look at him sideways. So he might be a cool dude. I'm going to stall him out just for maybe 1 episode. It won't be 7, though. They asked Joe what kind of man that she wants. She does talk about qualities, ones that lead and that will put her and their family first. Somebody that's pretty much solid. And I think I said that already, that she has very matter of fact, very clear about the things that she wants. But here's what we want to get to, which was the group date. Couple things. Tony is super full of himself, okay? When we see Sue Ann and Anthony together again, there's no connection. She has no connection with him. He looking at her and she looking at him, but she's like, I thought we had something after that dance on the after party at what's it called? Hard Rock, on the after party with the little gyrating dance. Girl, he is an islander, okay? That's what they do. That's how they dance. Don't get connected to no gyrating of the hips, honey, okay? That's just the move. You know, we just dancing. We just dancing. But then, boom. Tommy comes in, and he's all like, Andre is COVID-free. I had a conversation, and he wants to come back. How y'all feel about him coming back? What y'all say? I don't know how fair this is. These people have been having these connections. And you got Jeffrey sitting over there uncomfortable. Oh my God, he's coming back. He was my strongest connection. But Cynthia is happy as all outdoors because he was her strongest connection. And you know, with that, for her and for her, there's no question that he's the strongest connection. So they're happy. Blue is all like, well, I know, may the best man win. Blue, you know you out. Blue, you know that you was just second runner up. So you were third because Mark Anthony, you know what it is, Blue. It's cool. It's what's up. Because you really, come on. Really? That's what I got. Really? Okay. So he come back with that man bum and the tendril with the mohawk. He back, honey. He back. He's got beautiful skin, though. He's back. And then he tells them 2 people go home tonight. One woman and 1 man. Tonight is the night. And I'm sure I missed all the things in the group date, but here we go. Because they was calling people out, and some of it did not feel like it was meant to be helpful. Because I feel like if you're going to tell me things about me as someone you date, or my dating style, that you would be kind enough to say it with kindness, okay? Kindness. It don't take much for you to be kind to somebody. It don't take much. But anyway, Andre goes first, and he's all like, yo, you didn't call me while I was down, when I was out with COVID. Everybody else called and checked on me, and you didn't call me. Shit, she was like, he was out. What was I supposed to do? Listen, out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. Know a lot of people like that. I mean, I totally can be one of those people, because I'm not finna. Hold on. I don't know why I wrote down Jeffrey and then Anthony and Cynthia and Anthony, but with Cynthia, I wrote down he was very intentional. I don't know what I think that Jeffrey said she didn't like him or something, because I didn't write it down. I wrote down that shit got real and there was no holding back, because somehow we got back to the Jeffrey and the Blake situation. I'm really not sure. It's kind of fuzzy right now. And Blake is like, I never said that she was I think it was Mercedes. Mercedes called out Blake. Said Blake was unkind. Was not kind to her. Was very mean. And she has to agree with the things that Jeffrey said about him saying that she was it for him. And then that's how we got to this space. So Blake decided to take this opportunity to clear things up around with everybody watching and listening, when he could have cleared this up a long time ago. Now it's just you're trying to save face with people, and it's just not going to work out. It's not going to work out well for you at all, because he's saying he's never said it, and Jeffrey's over there saying that he's lying. Okay? Jeffrey is over there saying that he is lying, and he did. Suanne also decides now is the time for me to stand up for myself. Advocate Sue, and she was like, keep my name out your mouth, okay? This is the adult table. Keep my name out your mouth. Now, you can't go toe-to-toe with Jeffrey. I'm going to give you credit, because you said, you ain't got to say nothing to me. You ain't got to say nothing about me. I appreciate that, because you waited a long time. I even appreciate that little slick laugh that you gave, but Jeffrey will always be the clapback queen of this episode. Ain't no way. Then they put Mark Anthony in the hot seat because they said that who said that? Suanne said that, is he really ready for a relationship? Is he still learning himself, and can he do the two simultaneously? Sometimes it's a hard thing to do. There's a consensus that Anthony is not forward enough, and we kind of ended there. Like, that was the end of episode number 6. I know I probably missed some of the clapbacks, but it really, the real clapbacks came from Mercedes. No, I'm sorry, not Mercedes. Came from Morgan, came from Jeffrey, came from Blake and Suanne, and then Mark Anthony was in the hot seat because of his youth, right? He doesn't seem prepared, as is what they were saying. So we're going to go right over set to 7. You finish this one, go and click the next one. I am your girl, Talisa Ray. Thank you so much for watching my review of Ready to Love Miami again. If it's your first time visiting my channel, definitely click the subscribe button and become a ray of sunshine. Right next to that is the notification bell. Click that too, so you are alerted of videos when I upload them. Last but not least, share this video with your friends so that they can come and kiki with us and give their opinions and, hear about my life and give my little tips and tricks that I be giving y'all when I give them to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Know that I love you in real life, and I want every good thing that God has in store for you, even if you don't know what that is for yourself. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next review.